Okay, people. Now I have Arseny for the presentation. Like this, ladies.
Yeah, my name is Arseny. Today I'm from Gnosis, working as developer relations, and so today I will talk about one of the most painful point in my work is how projects, teams, developers, and other guys asking support from ecosystem. So I'm going to describe my vision how to make it polite without pain and effective. So before we start, we have some interaction section. Let's make some experimental stuff. I believe that you also talking with ecosystem, or you as ecosystem guys, you received a lot of emails from the potential partners or from salesman, the salesperson who trying to sell you something. During my pitch, you can try to find the message which work for you, which reach the goal to make partnership with somebody, and message which is not working, which was terrible from your point of view, and we can discuss it. Okay, a little bit about me. I'm pretty old in crypto. I founded 2 startups, not very successful. I also own a few accelerators. Most famous is Alchemist from California. I also part of Udaro. Most famous is Cryptonomad Class. I'm a serial winner of hackathons. In 2022, I won 16 prizes, and I helped to raise $500,000 in grant in 2022. It was a good market. So let's start the form of support which ecosystem can provide. Usually it's a marketing support, some kind of support by hackathons and other type of events, evangelist program, liquidity providing, grants, investment, BD staff, resources and researchers and accelerator. So let's start from the form about marketing support. It could be simple, just retweet, repost, publish it with the official channels like Twitter, Discord, Telegram, Lens, Procaster, I don't know, any other Web3 social media. It could be podcast, office hours, if ecosystem have enough money and some guys who can organize production about it. About blog posts, collaboration blog posts on the Miro or Medium and stuff. And posting on the official website with the ecosystem list or with partner list, something like this. And social media activities, some kind of raffles, Galaxy campaign, new way of this, entertainment for bots on the Galaxy platform. And a lot of, and to be effective, this part of the community, a lot of companies arrive to me, or me as a founder arrive to Polygon, and mostly I'm asking just, could you please retweet, could you please repost, could you invite us to the Twitter space, something like this. And usually it's not regular support, because the teams, exactly early stage startups, totally don't know how to make a marketing, what the marketing plan, and how it could be synchronized to the ecosystem. We have maybe 1 or 2 product team who reach us with ready to use marketing plan. They took the part of marketing plan which they want to make together and with the calendars, and we just synchronize it, and it was one of the most amazing and successful experience which we've had so far. About hackathon events, so obviously you can just, as a team, you can just participate in hackathons, and it's usually bring brand awareness exactly when you want something. But the opposite side of this, if you want hackathons on regular base, exactly some big teams which are exactly dev shops or outsource company, which some kind of white label solution, they participate in the blockchain, in hackathons, is already implemented big space star size project, and it frustrates everybody, and they provide a bad brand awareness, so trying to avoid it. At the same time, they can make a co-sponsoring. It's common situation. For example, if you big partner of ecosystem or core partner of ecosystem, you can co-sponsoring hackathon, co-sponsor bounty, something like this. The good example of this is Protocol Lab. Protocol Lab, first of all, they as a sponsor participate in a lot of hackathons from the early beginning. And the other side, they have specifically on the Filecoin ecosystem hackathons when they try the company from the ecosystem as a bounty provider, etc. And we nowadays we piloting the new formats, a guest bounty. So we as a big company, we buy the big partnership package for few hackathons, where we have limit of the bounty, for example, 20,000, and we can ask some guest bounty from the ecosystem team. So and we request and we provide the tickets if it's online, and request mentor support, the text of the bounty, and the just price for this. It's a help to ecosystem companies not spend the money on the partnership package because it's a hard and sometimes it's first of all it's expensive, and for big hackathon like as global hackathons it's very hard to buy because they have a line and you can be not in time, and we help to rather to ecosystem companies be represented in these big events. Here to this program resources as activities which are very close to each other. First of all is both direction channel. What does it mean? So from one side you should have, if you want to grow a community, grow the and have a voice of the users of your ecosystem, you should definitely provide organize surveys or some kind of channel for feedbacks. And given to this program and the researchers, it's one of the ways how you can understand what the weaknesses of your ecosystem you have, and also attract the ideas to the grant program or for direction where you should improve your ecosystem. So first of all, ask and the partner company can write and help ecosystem with this. So they can ask from ecosystem what they missing in the ecosystem to find the direction. So it's some kind of form of customer developing. Now, other side, if they already make research and we write to ecosystem, they can show to ecosystem. So we make research on your users and we find these weaknesses, this pain point, and we can implement it. And you can give us, for example, money or marketing support or help to other form. And we will improve your ecosystem and we will grow with you together, because we as a part of the ecosystem, as more users you have in the ecosystem, as more users we can attract to our protocol which are working in this ecosystem. Advice to help, you can advise your help, as I just described, and share, of course, share the researchers, because it's a good material for marketing activity, because you provide something useful thing, not just stupid sales stuff. It's native content to attract the users by search. And of course, money. I put liquidity providing grant and investment accelerator on one slide because it's very close. Because most of the teams are request this is because they need money for different proposals. Grant, they request grant for two main reason. First of all, they need money for creating MVP to make first traction to then continue raising money for investment. They request investment for convert the MVP to product and improve the traction and raise the next round. And they ask liquidity to be possible to, for example, if you low boring protocol or DEX, you need liquidity to make possible the work of your protocol of your product. So it's also some kind of support by mine. So, but a lot of companies, a lot of teams, when they ask this help, they forgot that this relations is not only about money. You definitely need to ask about it to your potential customer, to other funds, to other partners. But you need to do a homework to prepare the list of the exactly companies, specific companies which you need to partnership. So if you are asked, for example, could you enter me to define protocol in your network? I am as a busy guy who work with maybe hundreds of companies like you. I totally will not prepare the list of the project which will be interested exactly in your product. Ask about marketing, because you already ask the money. If you, in any case, if you receive money and not receive money, you can ask about co-marketing. So if you already have a dialogue with the team, so they already spent time on you, so it's much easier to ask about any other type of help, because they already spent money on you by the time. Ask advice and expenditure to experts. So a lot of teams just don't know that they can do this, and they definitely should use this opportunity, because they will not lose anything if they not received any connection to expert or advice. Invite and call on the, invite and call, what does it mean? For example, you need, you also can create a content as a company, native content, and you need, for example, some specific guy from your ecosystem, for example, sale of famous protocol, etc., etc. And you can ask about this type of activity, or call for making customer research. But you should be sure that this you ask a call in a correct way. And of course, ask about lawyer. Anybody know what is lawyer? A letter of intent. So it's also help to raise money, and it's help you to raise money without metrics about active users, etc. It's sometimes it's better than nothing. So sometimes it works. Then you can ask about it. It's cost nothing for ecosystems. About BD, it's more about interests, partners, etc. So most important stuff is to do your homework. So check your ecosystem by yourself. Find the. It will be perfect if you create the list of the person from the protocol which you need to be introduced. It's really help, because in this way it's really easy to help you, because nobody will sitting with you and thinking what the potential customer now of the system will be to you. Nobody will be sitting and think about it, because it's your company. You should know what's your needs. Okay, so we just briefly look on what's the forms of activity you can ask, and so let's talk about how to ask about this help. If you did experiment which I asked you at the beginning, you can go by this and check how correctly you choose the messages. So first of all, be proactive but not pushing. What does it mean? Sometimes, exactly the technical founders from early stage startups, they text a message, maybe briefly, it doesn't matter. They usually text, and it was on the beginning of Blockchain Week, for example, and it's going down of the inbox. And then, when I reach this message, if I reach this message in the 1 or 2 weeks, it could be not actual, or I just not reach this message in my inbox. So it's a good idea to make a follow-up sometimes, because people can just forget or not reach your message, so it's okay. But at the same time, when I push it by this email every day, exactly during the Blockchain Week, when I have a lot of this type of contacts at the root, and then it's organized bad expectation for the project. So try to be not afraid to make a follow-up, but make it the correct way. It's very thin border between push and proactive. Careful with this. Be focused. What does it mean? So yeah, in Europe culture, you see they have some kind of patterns about your text, how you doing, what's the day, how do you do, what's the weather today, and small talk, blah blah blah. But it's okay on the call to when you're waiting other guys, other team members, or just broke ice on the second party. But as a message, you don't need to talk about the weather. For some guys, it's not clear. And also, if you open typical sales message, I think you receive this a lot of this when you have maybe one page of text which describe how good this company, which this guy is working, and why it's so important to work exactly with this company, and how many achievements they reached for the last 10 years, for example. So it's text not focused on the goal of this message. So according to the focus, be brief and understandable without additional questions. So I have no time, to be honest, to add follow-up questions. So I should read on your message and understand what you're working on and what why you're different, for example, from other protocols. So this is what I mean. So if you text me, so I'm a DEX protocol and I will help, it's too brief because I need to ask additional questions, so you don't lose your homework. You really do. Don't use a complicated language, marketing, bullshit, and water. So often I received the message: we are the best marketing agency, or we are the biggest security audit company. But for which opinion? Well, my mother said I'm the best developer all around the world, but who's here? Yeah, so I'm trying to avoid it because exactly I'm a developer. I really hate this marketing bullshit because I don't read it. I don't believe in this. And complicated language. We know that in our industry we are international guys, and not a lot of us are native in English. And when I see the smooth talk and reading this message, I need to go to Urban Dictionary. So I spend too much time on reading on this, and I basically this problem time to time, but it's mostly a problem when there's some native guys from United States from market 10 years in marketing and read me some courses stuff which are focused on some TikTok auditory, something like this. So trying to avoid it. Yeah, and after the wall of text with a full of marketing bullshit, you see only one line: let's make it go. Without goal, without agenda, without questions. So of course I will go to you to spend one more half an hour of my life with you to don't understand what I want, what you want from me. Of course. Know us what you can. Yeah, and one more question about homework. So some guys, for example, the guys asking me, do you have any concept of DeFi protocol which will be interesting in this? So yeah, I'm ecosystem. Definitely, possibly, should be exist some DEX protocol which is interesting in your service. But why you should do your job, guys? Yeah, and sometimes I received a question about, for example, co-marketing or from decision. I simple developer relation guys. I can help you with some co-activity with tutorials, researchers, and I can connect you to the guys who are responsible for this. It's really polite if you ask me to introduce these guys. It's really the most correct way. But when I answer this, these guys are not receive answer from the next guys. They start pushing me. So, but I'm not responsible for this. I'm not responsible for Martin. I don't know why they're not with you. So, yeah, but sometimes it's happening. And yeah, the main idea, it should be easy to help you. So if you're asking about for example of retweet, but I need to go to Twitter, find the account of the company, find the tweet you're talking about to make a retweet, I definitely will know to do this. You should give me a link or something like this, a prepared text which we should post it, or it will be perfect if you add comments which you're expecting from us, but it will be correct, one time we received the request from the tweet about some company, and they put the text, sounds like our sales, so it should be posted from the Gnosis account, so our sale was pretty happy to use our protocol for the last year. Oh my gosh. So it's, of course it's not true, so it's not professional, but okay, they tried. Yeah. So my goal, so know the goals of your counterparty's KPI. So it's usually to make something useful to the company. For example, when sometimes they write to us and we are sponsoring party after party or something. For example, sometimes it's good if the Affinity reaching you. If you know about the Affinity party, it's pretty famous, it's pretty good. It makes sense to sponsor these guys. Exactly, if your company also makes sponsorship of this type of party, like Onichi, Lider, and other guys. But sometimes it's totally not according to our goals, and or also the specialist, or sometimes, for example, exactly security audit companies ask us if you personally intro to us the company, we give you a success fee. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Sleeping and waiting this success fee, I have no time to do this. Oh yeah, sometimes when we successfully talk with the guys, we make some agreement and then ask, okay, we're ready to retreat you, we're ready to, I need a plan, we need a text. And then the guys that just disappear and in half a year they return. Do you remember we talked about marketing? Okay, what should I do with this situation? Of course, if you want to work to the company, make what you promised, please. And yeah, one more time, do your homework. Be easy to help you, and etc. So, yeah, it's not paid to advertise about the guys who just one of the good example of the co-marketing activity which we have so far. So they find me, they text me the plan, exactly what they're doing in one sentence, just one liner, what they want from us, and then prepare the plan. So they give us Excel, what they are, what the names, what the stages, the calendar plan, what they expecting from us, what they are going to do, what they expecting as a result. So it was very easy to help these guys because they do all the job, and they do a little bit more because the guys from marketing also can add these KPIs which they expect to their boss. So they really was easy to help them. So let's make some practice. So how organize a message which will reach the goal and allows you to receive the help from ecosystem. First of all, test who are you and what company are you representing. It's important in crypto world because sometimes guys add some unpronounceable nicknames or something like this, so it's impossible to understand who is it. Is it a real person, or is smooth, or is just a bot? And what the company they representing, because sometimes the guys switch the company every half a year, so I already don't understand in which company is he working. One line of company to understand, to not Google this company, because it could be blah 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 file or there blah blah blah. So we totally don't understand what is this company about, or blah 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 DAO. So it could be to add one liner of the company to totally understand what the company is working on and what's the interest. So the next one of the sentences could be definitely what do you want from me. So why it could be interesting for me and my company. So it's mostly for my company, of course, because okay, I'm professional. I will read and try to understand what the guy will understand what the goal for our company, but sometimes it's not working. What the result of this message you expected? For example, it could be called with this agenda. For example, calendar link, or it could be contact of the responsible. Or he expects the contact of responsible guys, or form to feedbacks, or something like this. So it's some kind of call to action. So it's from this is totally transparent who, why, and how I can help him. So pretty easy. So and it's just 5 sentences. It's not the whole of the text. And two options to use user stories is if he received the answer. So we just go through the process. And then he can ask a feedback about was it good, was it negative, the process, etc. It's also sometimes people don't understand that there's a point when he can learn something new. And if it's not reached, if he not received the answer, make a follow-up, or maybe ask why I'm not answering the question. I usually provide the feedback why I'm not answering the question. For example, it's too long, or I don't get a point, or something like this, and some guys reformulate and we go next. So I give a chance to fix the problem. Because sometimes people reach me, we company, he don't tell what the company, just give a name, but it's too briefly description, which it could be, and this description give me no any info about the company. Then we have hypothesis and we want to check it. Let's make a call. So, okay, I text him in back, what kind of hypothesis? Maybe, because I think maybe I'm not the good guy for this, or maybe I can introduce other guys. What's the problem? Let's make a call. I will describe everything with the call. Okay, yeah, I was him. Maybe I probably not the correct guy for this. Maybe I can introduce. Okay, don't worry. Goodbye. Cool. Very effective communication. So, did anybody find the message which you think not so good by example? Okay, very good. Practice time. Yeah, any practice. Any questions? Any examples? Any feedback? Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for attention.
Thank you.
So, one question is, how do you approach pricing? So, like, for me, for example, if someone wants to talk with me and have a call, I don't want to have a call if you don't give me a price like that. Because I don't want to waste my time to find out if what they are doing is good if I already know it's too expensive. But I'm not sure if the other projects are reacting the same way. So do you also say that, okay, they should give you at least some price idea, and otherwise you won't talk with them? Or are you okay to talk with people even before they are telling the price?
So, if you correctly understand, so what to do if your counterparty don't answer the question of the price?
Oh, no. So here I'm working in the context of service providers, and they want to sell some service to your company, Yoda, or your protocol, whatever. So, do you advise them for them to give you a price estimate, or you don't really care about that and you will accept to talk with them even before they give you a price estimate?
It depends on the business model, of course, but yeah. So it's more about sales process, so I'm not sure that I can help you with this question. Yeah, but I understand that not transparency in the price really make a process of discussion much more complex. Yeah, but I don't know about it. Sorry, it's more about sales, and I do not sell it. So. That's it. I also can tell you experience on the hackathon. I helped one team to build some kind of peer-to-peer fiat to the Crete project, and I have a list of the on-ramp solutions, and it's approximately 25 providers, and only one have a sandbox, open sandbox without KYB. So, what do you think? Who will be successful?